Hi guys, and welcome to Depraved. Thank you all so much for being here. Let's jump in and see what kind of adventures we can have today in the Wild Wild West. Okay guys, the settler wagon popped up, so I can now put him somewhere else. I can open another town, so we're going to do that. We're absolutely going to do that. And we want to go, let's click on him. We want to go all the way down here to the gold mine. And the only problem with this is there's really nothing around here as far as greenery. We're on the edge of the map. So we're going to have to come up a little bit because you do want some settlement. We're going to have to come up quite a bit. The miners are going to have to walk quite a ways. Alright, it looks like this is the best area over here, but it looks pretty nasty as far as critters. So let's go over here. This looks like a little bit less it looks pretty dense as far as forest and stuff. Of course, now we can ship stuff. Yeah, this looks a little better. It might be a little ways for them to walk, but we'll set the stuff up right there. There's a whole bunch of food here, so we're gonna do this. Okay, so these guys set fire to my building. Rude. And I've asked the sheriff to arrest this guy. He gave up. I have not seen that. He's getting on his horse. Are they going to go to the jail or what? He's following him. The sheriff's station is the other way. Is he one that, hang on a second. Does he have a bounty on his head? No. Shoot. We killed the other one, so let's see what happens. I don't know where he goes. He's following him. He has no bounty, so I'm not sure how that works. This is not where the jail is. Look at all those weapons. I can pick those weapons up. You just run him out of town, or what? He's still behind him. I guess if there was a bounty, he would run them out of town, and we would get the bounty. He just returns to the campfire. It's kind of odd. He brings his horse back, and then I guess he gives up. Right now, what? Okay, so I guess he follows him back to the jail. Huh, interesting. Okay, I thought they would go straight to the jail. So now we have all these weapons over here. So now what we can do is get people that are not armed to come over here and pick up the weapons. They should be coming to put out this fire. She can pick this gun up. Anybody else in the near vicinity? That is one raging fire. The graphics are pretty cool on that. They have weapons. Anybody that's not highlighted should have should be able to pick. Kind of hard to see with all the blood, but you can pick up the horse. We'll have her pick up the horse, and I have this on pause, obviously, so I can get these people to go do all this stuff. Okay, there's a boatload of weapons here that they dropped apparently, but it won't let me pick up any of the revolvers. Now why did he just let him go? I'm confused. He just let him go. Well, we can't have that. Let me see something. Let me look in the jail. Why did you let him go? Let's look in our jail and see. Is this our jail? It says imprisoned. Okay. I'm gonna let him go and see what happens. Well, apparently he's right here, but he doesn't have a weapon. So you can take the horse. You're coming to get a weapon. That's good. There's all these weapons laying around here. Don't you get a weapon? Are you gonna get a weapon? He might pick up one of these weapons. If that's the case, then we'll have to kill him. Come here. Pick up this gun. It's not gonna let me pick up any of these guns. I don't know why. Must be a little bug. Yeah, it's not gonna let me. Actually, although he shows to be armed now, so maybe he did pick it up. We're gonna steal his horse. Leave him without a horse. Are you armed now? No, he still doesn't have a weapon. I wonder if these are the two that we killed. It shows that we arrested somebody, but he's right here. You would think he would be in jail. Are you gonna get on the horse? No. Where are you going? You just gonna leave town? No? Alright. I don't know what he's doing. Okay. Moving on. Okay. So, in order for us to get this gold right here, we had to put the town center right here. Not the best place to put it, obviously. And we're real close. So I'm hoping that it's big enough to put the mine in. We're gonna have trouble. And this is a pretty dangerous area too. There's a lot of critters around. These critters are okay, but there's some other critters that are not so okay. So not the best place to build a town, but it's just going to be a mining town. We'll probably have very basic necessities. We'll try to expand it out a little bit so we can get this forest area, so we can do a few things. But we're going to set up a trade route pretty soon, and then we're just going to ship gold back and forth, and that's going to be pretty much it. We'll send supplies enough to sustain the town, whatever they need, and that's pretty much it. So as soon as we get this built, we'll go ahead and do a trade center so I can ship them the stuff that they need. We're doing really well. Got one rifle, so we're not totally unarmed. We've got little Playsburg over here that's doing pretty well. Got quite a few armed people. It said that you could buy and sell guns. I don't see any guns on here, so I don't think that's a thing yet. How come we only have 3? Oh, our fisherman died. Yeah, the bandits killed him. Okay, so we got a new fisherman. It's, a hazard. It is a definite hazard. So, are you the fisherman? Is there a gun over here? Dead bandit. Oh, we don't have a cemetery over here. We haven't really needed one. Let's go ahead and get you to pick up the horse while you're over here. Oh, you put down the fish? You couldn't take the fish with you? No. Okay. Usually there's a gun. Usually they leave a gun behind. Oh, there's 2 horses here. He's gonna glitch. Let me see if we can get somebody else to grab this horse. Here, grab this horse. Grab the other horse. And maybe he won't glitch out on me. He's stuck! Where are you going? Come here. Mount the horse. Now they'll both get stuck. We better build a cemetery or it's going to get kind of stinky over here. Let's see if he does this. And that might free up the other guy. There you go. Now you should be able to get... No, he's just going to glitch. Can you go now? We can get him to go over here. There we go. Alright, now go to the stable. Where's the stable? There we go. Go to the stable. Can you go? There he goes. Alright, we're good. Okay, guys, I talked to the devs. Well, I didn't talk to them. I sent them a bug report because I thought this was a bug where this never got a person. It would just continuously spin like this. And what they told me was you actually have to assign somebody to it. Yeah, so I clicked on one of the guards here and I assigned him to the watchtower. He's not actually going in here, but now it has somebody, so maybe he'll come over here later. I don't know how that works, but it is assigned now, so supposedly they can shoot further when you have that watchtower, and I don't know if you actually have to put it in multiple places or if you have it once, if that's, you know, sufficient. We'll have to see how that works. And what I did also was I noticed that the gunsmith wasn't making any guns because he wasn't getting any coal. He actually got a coal and it kind of disappeared. So we're going to go ahead and give him a worker. So we have an overabundance of all the other, we have copper. So I paused the copper mine. I paused the smelters, both copper and iron, because they both take coal also, to see if it would force the people to bring copper to the gunsmith instead. So I'm going to see if that works. And also, what you can do is, let me get rid of that, is make a bigger mine. There's a small coal mine and there's a large coal mine. And my other coal mine, it won't fit a large one. So I don't know if this one will or not. No, we're going to have to destroy a house in order to put this one in. And I might have to destroy 3 houses to put this one in. Okay. Alright, so I'm probably going to do that. I'll move those houses. Luckily, they're not upgraded houses, so I will do that and go ahead and put this one in. Okay, guys, I have discovered something else you can do also. If you have a wagon that has something on it that they couldn't drop off because of the warehouse was full or whatever reason, mostly it's because the warehouse is full. If you click on the wagon and then you right click on the warehouse, they will go to the wagon. I mean, they'll go to the wagon. They'll go to the warehouse. Okay, so he is at the warehouse now. If you click on the warehouse, you will see that he is carrying meat and fish. So what you can do is, if you want him to offload the meat, right click it and it'll go to the warehouse directly. Right click the fish and it magically appears in the warehouse. That is really cool. So that's a much easier way than my tutorial that showed you how to offload a wagon. You had to pick something up in order to offload it. Well, you don't. You can just click it here and send it directly there. So that is really cool. I'm glad that I kind of finally figured that out. It popped up the other day and I wasn't sure how that worked. Well, if you read it, it says right click it and it offloads, and it did. So yeah, very useful feature. Love that. And that's going to do it for today's episode of Depraved. Thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate it. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and leave me a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks, guys, and game on!